Hi everyone, I'm Jeff Teague with Fred Anderson Toyota in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're your Toyota resource, and today we're going to answer the question, why would you lease your vehicle? For a lot of people, leasing is one of those terms where you think, well, I've never done it before, so I'm not going to lease, or leasing's not for me. But with more information, maybe it seems a little bit less scary, and this is what I kind of summarize it as. Leasing is just another way to finance your vehicle. The majority of people, when they're purchasing vehicles, they are going to finance. This is one way to do it. For me, one of the biggest benefits of leasing is that you do get some flexibility with your term and what to do at the end of your lease. Typically, you'll see maybe a 36-month lease. You could see 48 months. You could also see 39, sometimes a 2-year lease. Most people, when they finance with traditional loan payments, nowadays they might be doing 60 at a minimum, but then you'll see 72 months, 75 months. This one here, clearer picture in a much shorter time. Take a look at my leasing timeline here. This is when you buy it, year 0. Year 1, year 2, and then let's say we have a 36-month lease. You have 3 main options. There's a 4th one. You can sell it to somebody else, but that's not very common, so I just left that one off. You can decide that you just want to give it back. You don't want another vehicle, and then it's just done. You've given it back to the manufacturer, you're over. You can trade it in for a new vehicle, and you can do this anywhere in this timeline. It's probably more realistic to do it closer to the end, but you can trade it in for something new. Maybe lease another vehicle. Or you can just buy it outright, and in which case you would refinance that lease, but you would have that arm as an option, and that might be a popular option with a lot of people, but a lot of people trade it in for something else. Now this one here, guaranteed value, what does that mean? Well, it means that you're going to know the value of your vehicle at the end of the lease 3 years ahead of time, and with the volatile used car market going on right now, this could be a huge benefit to you because this is going to be like a yo-yo effect. The values were low. And then they're higher, really high, but they're going to go back down. And they might yo-yo, yo-yo, so that uncertainty, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what my vehicle's going to be worth. What am I going to do? Well, when you lease, you'll know. Your leasing company or your manufacturer, your dealership, they will be able to tell you exactly what your vehicle's worth. So it takes away a little uncertainty, that scary figure at the end of the lease, and it gives you peace of mind. So the ultimate question is, what's in it for me? What are the benefits of leasing? I listed off some bullet points here. I'll kind of expand as needed. Lower payment. A lot of times when you lease, you can get a lower monthly payment than if you were to finance with traditional loan payments. So that could be a huge benefit. If you have a budget in mind and you can't go above a certain dollar amount, try to see what the leasing payment is, and it might just surprise you. New technology and safety every 3 years, and more vehicle for the dollars. We can kind of put these together. Now, if I were to lease a vehicle, let's say 3 years ago, and it didn't have blind spot monitor on it, it wasn't even available on that model car. Depending on the manufacturer, it just wasn't available. Now, let's say we come around to getting a 22 or a 23, well, blind spot monitor is now standard on every model across the board for that manufacturer, or every trim level for that model. It's standard. Rear cross traffic alert. Maybe the Toyota Safety Sense or the safety system has now evolved where that's standard. So you've jumped up 3 new safety systems. Maybe, let's say, backup parking sensors are now standard on the higher trim levels. That wasn't available on the higher trim levels. So you can get new technology and safety as it comes available in the cars every time you lease. That's a huge benefit there. More vehicle for the money. What does that mean exactly? So let's take a look at 2 different scenarios. This one's with traditional monthly payments, a loan. This one's with a 36-month lease, and the payments are similar. I could flip-flop them and make the monthly payment higher for a traditional loan or lower for a lease. Let's just say we figured out this is what it is. Now this one right here, this is the XLE version of a trim level. This one here we found out for about the same price, maybe a little bit less, maybe the same, we can now get the limited or maybe the platinum that has heated and cooled seats. It's got upgraded wheels. It's got navigation system, a lot of different technology, a lot of different safety that you can get. More vehicle, more features, more cool gadgets than if you were to do a 6-year traditional loan. Okay, so this one here, covered under warranty. Let's say you do a 36-month lease. Let's say the manufacturer warranty is 3 years, 36,000 miles. Well, that 3 years, that could cover all of your servicing. It could also cover all of the warranty items if something did go wrong in the 3 years that you're leasing it. Also, It's rolling right from the factory, so you could be getting the vehicle during the best years of your vehicle's life. Now this one right here, absorbing negative equity. What does that mean? Well, let's say you've got a trade-in when you're leasing your vehicle and you find out that you've got $3,000 negative equity, or $1,500, or $4,000, or $2,000, whatever that number might be. You can actually take that negative equity, add it to your lease, and then you're actually absorbing that negative equity. So when that 3 years rolls around, you've covered the negative equity. It's just gone because you've paid it off slowly over 36 months of payment, and now it's gone. You got yourself out of that hole of negative equity. And this one here is one that people don't think about a lot, but it's important because gap insurance is included. That's with North Carolina. So that means that the value of your vehicle, if it lost value compared to what your loan amount still is, or your balance with the bank, with Toyota Finance, with Hyundai Finance, that kind of a thing, right there, it's going to cover the negative balance so that you don't have to pick that up. You don't have to cover it. That's really good peace of mind. Thanks so much for watching. What do you think about leasing? What did you think about the points made in the video? Have you leased a vehicle recently, and how did it go? Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fred Anderson Toyota. Thanks everybody so much, and we'll see you next time.